What's going on out there in MECA land on this fine Tuesday? I told you guys last week I was going to switch it up a little bit. So, how are we doing out there this week? Going out on a Tuesday. Yep, going live on a Tuesday. So, I switched it up. I'm going to start doing Tuesdays for a few, see how that goes. What's going on, Mr. Wayne? How we doing this fine evening? Doing all right out there? You ready? What's going on, Mr. Kramer? Mr. Matt? How you doing? Mr. Tony? Is everybody ready? Almost. I'm not. Good. I'm glad we're all on the same page there. It's crunch. It's definitely time to binge crunch. Yeah, my Wednesday's been hectic too. I'm not ready. Shannon's out there holding it down. So, what's going on, Mr. Key? How you doing out there this evening? I think Shannon sent me your number earlier. I got to get with you in a little bit. Probably tomorrow, I guess, at this point. But nope, nobody's ready for that one, huh, Tony? Not ready for the SPL finals, huh? Well, it's coming too. You got a little bit longer. You got a little bit longer than our sound quality guys. Sound quality guys, you're up next, not this weekend, but next weekend. I'll give you a call when I get off here, Wayne. So, last weekend ended 2024 for the regular season. I think I've got all the state champions posted up to the website. I think you can go on the MECA website there and go to the news section. Find the little news article there that says state champions 2024. And you should see a list there of all the state champions. If you think you should be on there and you're not, make sure you reach out to me. I've already fixed a couple of things, spelling mistakes and stuff. So if you think you should be there and you're not there, if I missed your state for some reason, please reach out to me. I'll get that edited for you. I think Shannon's got most of the state finals plaques made at this point, most of them. Got a few more left to go. Man, I wish, Mr. Randall, I wish we could, but nope, unfortunately, we don't allow borrowing points there, sir. Anyway, let's see. So we did in 2024 last weekend, and we're on to the 2025 season. We do have a show coming, not this weekend, but next weekend. Actually, two of them, I suppose. We've got one going in New Mexico on the 12th there. It's going to just be a 1X, Aztec, New Mexico. So all my New Mexico guys kicking off the season early there. I'll have that moved over to the 2025 calendar as soon as I can. But those points will go towards the 2025 season. So that's our, I guess, our first event of the 2025 season as of right this second. And then also going down on October 12th, all my sound quality folks, it's what you've been waiting for. It's the big show. We got Sound Quality World Finals in Birmingham, Alabama at the Jefferson Birmingham Community Convention Center or convention. I can't remember. There's two of them, and I can't remember the right words. That's what I get for not writing that down, huh? And I didn't. So, anyways, that's coming up. Sorry, I'm catching up on the chat here. Sorry, I don't mean to shut up all of a sudden. Anyways, Mr. Castro, how you doing this evening? Mr. Dunn, Mr. Ritchie. I think the rest of you I said what's up to already. Mr. Hunt. That is correct, Mr. Castro. Midnight on the 4th. So I see Sam said buy points, and they're not doing that. So basically, how it's laid out is point sharing. So we do allow point sharing if you've competed with other organizations throughout the year. Then I can allow you to purchase up to 10 points per class via point sharing. And I think Randall was just a little bit shy. I think he needed more than 10. So unfortunately, there wasn't a whole lot I could do there. But if it's within 10, I might be able to help you out. So what's going on, Mr. Mayo, Mr. Carroll? Mr. Hunt, when do we pay for 2025 kickoff show? Yeah, I'm just going to do registration on site at this time, David. If we decide to change that, I'll let everybody know. But at this time, I'm just planning on doing registration on site. All right, Mr. Key, let's see here. Georgia. So Mr. Key said he was extreme champion in Georgia at Georgia State Finals. And all right, I must have missed that. So let me get right in here. Extreme install. And then let me get my pencil. Where's my pencil? Andrew, Mr. Key. Georgia. Install. All right. Come on, computer. Well, while I'm waiting for my computer here, let me see what we got going on here. What's going on, Mr. Coe? Mr. Kramer. I can look at that. Let's see here. So first I was looking at my state champion post. Any of you guys that are on here, I was just talking about state champions. And this will be a perfect time to go ahead and do it. Matt, send me a text message so I remember to go look at that when I get off here. I'm going to try to take care of some of these other guys while I'm here. But I was planning on, I'm going to go over, some finals information, some more final stuff, some of the stuff I've already been talking about, show you guys the rings and stuff again. I've got some plaques to show you. I think the bag's pretty much complete at this point. So I got some things to show you there and talk about for finals again. But state champions. So this year, We're going to do handing out the state championship plaques and the regular points championship plaques instead of announcing, the 300, names at finals. Um, I'm going to just basically, if you're coming to finals and you're registered to compete for finals, you're going to find your plaques inside your registration bag. If you're not attending finals, um, or you are attending and you're not registered, if you are attending and you're not registered, you can come get it at the table, come see us, and we'll get your plaque for you at finals. Otherwise, we send all the state championships and points championship plaques home with the event directors or the judges from your area, and you can collect them at the conclusion of finals at your next events from your judges. So questions on the plaques, I think that should answer most of those. But since we're going to give those out and the plaques, kind of what I was planning on doing was I want to make sure it's as close to right as possible. And Mr. Key just told me I think there's a mistake on here in Georgia. So I'm going to fix that real quick. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to share my screen. And basically, I just want to recognize all of our state champions this evening. Since I'm not going to do it, at finals, I do appreciate everybody. And, the state championships, while they might not be world championships, I know a lot of you guys work really hard, just to get that recognition. So I want to make sure all the club members and everybody knows who our state champions are, because that's just as important to us as all the other awards. So let me see if I can edit this Georgia one real quick. And then I'll come back to the chat before we do that. But that's kind of my plan. So I was going to do that, and then we'll get into talking about some world final stuff and maybe answering some questions and things like that if I don't get off on a tangent here when I come back. But Extreme SQ Andrew Key install Extreme Andrew Key. Save. Well, I'm going to come back here and catch up a little bit. Yeah, the kickoff show will be a 3X, David. And how you doing, Mr. Curse? Mr. Went? Mr. Chris? Mr. Petty? Mr. Cody Van Dyke, how you doing this evening? Mr. Mayo? Mr. Conehead? Mr. Co? Mr. B-Craft? Mr. Nilo, if I didn't already say that. I'm trying to... And Mr. Muhammad. All right. I do see this question here. I'll answer that real quick. Registration for Sound Pressure and Show and Shine, October the 4th. So the deadline to register is October the 4th. I should have the list finalized and completed and posted for everybody on the website. I'm shooting for the 5th, but it might be the 6th. I'm doing a lot of back and forth still, between taking care of grandma and stuff. So bear with me a little bit, but I should have that done. My goal is going to be the 5th, but it might be the 6th, depending on, how much time I get between here and there. But October the 4th. and Mr. Curse. Um, the last conversation that we had, I believe we're going to do 50. That was the last conversation we had, and I'm pretty sure that's going to be what we're going to do at the sound quality event is going to be 50. And it will be a 3X, and we'll take registration on site. Um, I guess stay tuned for further information on that because I might change the price to a little bit lower than that, but I think the last conversation that I remember we were thinking the $40 to $50 range. So we're going to take registration on site. For that, Mr. Curse. They don't, Chris. They just win the event. The state championship's a whole separate award that's handed out at World Finals. So the person that's from the state is the one that wins. Nobody from a different state can win a different state championship. So, and if you're talking about the mistake that I made on the list, I've already edited that like a week ago, I'm pretty sure, because I noticed that when I first put it up. So if that's what you're trying to bust my balls on, joke's on you. But anyways, that's not possible. So if there's a mistake like that on there, just let me know. You can win the event, but you're not actually getting crowned state champion. That's the difference, Miguel. You can go win the show. Well, that was probably a mistake that shouldn't have happened that way, but either way, the plaques only go to the people that are from that state, but there's so many of them, I do make mistakes. I was just joking on myself, really, Chris. I was trying to make it a little more interesting. Sorry, buddy. I didn't really mean anything by that. And as far as as far as the yeah, that's probably a mistake. But that's what I was getting ready to say. I'm not saying that I'm perfect because I'm not, and I'm the one that puts that together. And there's so many of them that sometimes you guys got to help me out. But you're only supposed to get the state plaque if you are from that state. What's going on, Mr. Bell? That's right. Oh, I see now because it was Mike Smith, and I probably just didn't double check it. So, yeah, you probably did get a plaque, so you got me. But either way, the correct way is you have to be from that state. But it's an open event that you can compete at. What's going on, Mr. Gordon? I was just trying to explain state championships. So basically, yes, you can go compete if you're from another state and you can win the trophy, but technically, the state championships go uh, to the people that are registered as members in that state. So ready and not ready. I think that's a lot of us. All right. I think I should have this list updated now. So those of you guys that haven't looked at it, I'm going to pull it up here, and I'm just going to take a minute and basically, go over everybody that I've got on my list so far. If I miss somebody, I apologize. But I'm also kind of doing this because if there is mistakes, you guys can help me correct that as quick as possible because the website is a little bit of a uh, hard to get through figuring out points and all that stuff right this second with everything going on. So I'm going to pull my list up here that I made, that I took from our results, and go over to the news. All right. Show and Shine is going to be held at Sound Pressure Finals. So Sound Pressure Finals, Show and Shine will be held in Kentucky. I'm going to do a little screen share here. Boom. Share. All right. So in order to get to the news here, you see the scroller, MECA News. You see that guy right there? I just stopped it. Congratulations, state champions. So that's where you'll find the state champion list for 2024. And so I think all of our state championships have concluded as of last weekend. So congratulations to all of our new state champions. So I'll just start. Kentucky was our first state to go off. Kentucky state champions in our Sound Pressure this league this year. Street 1, Nathan Varnes. Street 2, Steven Adams. Street 3, Brian Razor. Trunk 1, Dak McClain. Mod Street 2, Ben Hemp. Mod Street 3, Corey Lewis. Mod 2, Mitchell Patton. Mod 4, Jaron Allnut. Mod 5, Charles Hood. XM2, Jared Allnut. Extreme, Jamal Cohen. Park and Pound 2, Brian Razor. Park and Pound 3, Paul Reisinger. Park and Pound 4, Jared Allnut. Park and Pound 5, Jamal Cohen. And Dueling Demo Street, Blake Bowling. In our Sound Quality League, Stock Class, Rich Bannock. Street Class, Gene Moran. And that's your Kentucky state champions from 2024. I'm going to take a drink. Pennsylvania state champions. Mod Street 2, Matt Trajanovich. Mod 3, James John. Mod 5, Hogan Yusko. Extreme Class, Hogan Yusko. Park and Pound 2, James John. Park and Pound 3, Matt Trajanovich. Park and Pound 5, Hogan Yusko. Modified Street Dueling Demos, Soda Pop Kid. Sound Quality League, Modified Street, Dan Arndt. Masterclass, Larry Chisner. Extreme Install, John Rabick. Sound SQ2, John Rabick. So that's your Pennsylvania state champions. Indiana state champions, Street 2, Nick Bowser. Trunk 2, James Woolery. Mod Street 1, Kayvon Smith. Mod Street 2, Joshua Davidson. Mod Street 3, William Milan. Mod Street 4, Stephen Wallace. Mod 2, Levi Willis. Mod 3, Danny Ross. Mod 4, Timothy Jones. Mod 5, Brad Beecraft. XST1, Brant Hudson. XST2, James Woolery. XMS, Robin Wilson. XM1, Levi Willis. XM2, Timothy Jones. Extreme Class, Brad Beecraft. Park and Pound 2, Nick Bowser. Park and Pound 3, Brant Hudson. Park and Pound 4, Stephen Wallace. Park and Pound 5, Brad Beecraft. Street Class Dueling Demos, Brant Hudson. Modified Street Dueling Demos, Kyle Walker. Modified 2 Dueling Demos, Melinda Rawson. Extreme Dueling Demos, Christopher Gordon. Dueling Demos Motorcycle 2, Robert Morgan. Sound Quality League, Street Class, Ashton Motts. Show and Shine, Domestic Car Wild, Chris Anderson. Harley Davidson Wild, Robert Morgan. Import Mild, Heather Sutherland. Truck Mild, Robert Morgan. All right, so that is Indiana state champions. Michigan state champions. Street 3, Richard Hinton. Street 4, Jesse Soul. Trunk 2, Mr. Wilson. Mod Street 1, Mr. Beard, New Image. Mod Street 2, Jack Hawley. Mod Street 3, Mike Street. Mod Street 4, Brad Van Valkenburg. Mod 1, Mike Smith. Mod 2, Kevin Edmiston. Mod 3, Kyle Meshke. Mod 4, Daniel Swears. XST2, Jesse Soul. XMS, Jack Hawley. XM1, Mike Smith. XM2, Kyle Meshke. Extreme Class, Brad Van Valkenburg. Park and Pound 1, Mike Smith. Park and Pound 2, Mike Street. Park and Pound 3, Kyle Meshke. Park and Pound 4, Daniel Swears. Park and Pound 5, Brad Van Valkenburg. Dueling Demo Street Class, Noah Street. Modified Dueling Demos, New Image, Wayne. Sound Quality Classes, Street Class, Mr. Puns Customs, Mr. Josh. Modified Class, Matthew Kramer. Modified Install, New Image, Mr. Wayne. RTA, New Image. SQ2, Matthew Kramer. And then Show and Shine SUV Van, New Image. All right. Illinois State Champions. MC Window Tinting, Mr. Charlie Kramer. Street 2, Joe Hamilton. Street 4, Jeffro Gilbert. Street 5, Chance Hedge. XM1, Jacob Arthur. XM2, Joey Rader. Radex Extreme, David Hernandez. Park and Pound 1, Joseph Melton. Park and Pound 4, Chance Hedge. Excuse me. Ohio State Champion, Street 1, Ronald Dutton. Street 2, Michael Haslage. Street 3, Caitlin Byard. Trunk 2, Danny Black. Mod Street 3, Alternative Designs. Mod Street 4, Nathan C. Mod 1, Logan Alt. Mod 3, Derek Weber. Mod 4, John Kraft. Mod 5, Curtis Agency. XST1, Michael Haslage. XST2, Danny Black. XM1, Derek Weber. XM2, Curtis Agency. Extreme Class, Mike Mack. Park and Pound 1, Mike Madison. Park and Pound 4, John Kraft. Park and Pound 5, Mike Mack. Dueling Demos Street Class, Logan Alt. Dueling Demos Modified Street, Charles Simone. Dueling Demos Modified, Mike Mack. Sound Quality Street Class, Alexa Went. Sound Quality Modified, Charles Simone. Street Install Class, Alexa Went. Modified Install Class, Charles Simone. And RTA, Charles Simone. Show and Shine, Jeep Mild, Valerie C. And now we're on to Florida. So Florida State Champion, Street 3, Tony Pasquale. Trunk 1, Mr. Pops Valle. Mod Street 2, Doug Morin. Mod 4, Charles Jr. XST2, Tony Pasquale. XMS, Doug Morin. XM1, Ryan Earl. XM2, Charles Jr. Extreme, Brian Jasinski. DB5, Him Singh. DD Street, Tony Economou. Dueling Demos Modified Street, Mark James. Dueling Demos Modified, Omar Frias. Dueling Demos Modified 2, Julio Matos. Dueling Demos Extreme, Bolo Williams. Sound Quality, Street Class, Shane Simpson. Modified, Angie Landis. Extreme, Miguel Rios. Extreme Install, Richard Sack. Show and Shine, Import Wild, Arif Muhammad. And that's your Florida State Champions. Now we're on Tennessee. Got a lot of them. So Street 2, David Hunt. Street 3, Alex Jones. Trunk 1, Jonathan Bell. Modified 2, Paul Hume. Modified 3, Mike Smiley. Modified 4, Tim Wayman. Modified 5, Jay Coe. XM1, Paul Hume. Park and Pound 1, Jonathan Bell. Park and Pound 4, Terry Grimes. Park and Pound 5, TJ Ivy. Dueling Demos Modified Street, Alex Jones. Dueling Demos Modified, Ray Robinson III. Dueling Demos Extreme, TJ Ivy. All right, and that's your Tennessee state champions. Georgia state champions, Mod Street 4, Mr. Will Gay. Extreme Class, Master Will Gay. Sound Quality League, Sound Quality Extreme, Andrew Key. Install Extreme, Andrew Key. Alabama State Champion, MS1, David Wallace. South Carolina State Champion, DB4, MS4, and XMS, Mr. Walt Johnson. And that is my list of state champions so far. So if I missed you, if you should be on there, if I made a mistake, please let me know ASAP, and I'll get this edited and make sure I have the plaques correct in time for the finals events. But again, that is your 2024 MECA State Champions to the best of my ability. And congratulations, everybody. And I'm looking forward to getting you your plaques this year at finals. So let me oh yeah, I think I might have missed that, Mr. Curse. So let me double check, because that's probably something I missed. So I did click back over there, and that was the first thing I saw, but I'll catch up on the chat here in just a second. But let me see here. Sound quality. Burnt. And yep. So since you didn't have a state championship, it looks like you are for modified street sound quality, Mr. Curse. So I will put you on the list. Let's see here. Dashboard. Posts. Bam. Champions. Edit. My computer is a little bit slow, but while that's loading up, let me it doesn't look like it, Mr. Wardlow. I went based off of the results that were submitted on the site. All right. Let me see here. New Jersey. And modified street sound quality. SQL. Mr. Allen, KEA. Okay, hopefully I got that right. Save. Oh, is that okay? I see now. I'll look into that real quick, but let me go here and make sure I got this going first, and then I'll work on that next. I'm getting texts now too. Yeah, buddy. All right, so that's there. And let's see. Um, where are we at? Mr. Wardlow. So let's see. Florida events and results. Florida. Okay, so let's see here. Edit. Florida. Sound quality. Street. Double check this. Save. Load. All right, give me a minute. I know this is fun as watching paint dry, but I'm about to have some stuff fixed. All right. Yeah. Let's see. Modified street. All right, y'all better love me because Shannon's gonna be mad because I added stuff. All right, now as soon as this saves, let's check this out here. Refresh. Am I still screen sharing? Let's see. Yeah, I'm still screen sharing. All right. Let's see. I'm trying to catch up. What's going on, Mr. Alt, Miss Alt, Mr. Haslidge, Mr. Pasquale, Mr. Wardlow? I think I figured out what you meant there, and I went and double checked myself, and I did miss you. So I think I fixed that one too. So let me go back here and the few that I missed and fixed here. I'm not going to go back through all of them again, obviously, but let's see which ones they were here. Florida. I missed Mr. Wardlow and sound quality. So sound quality modified street state champion for Florida, Mr. James Wardlow. And then I went ahead and added Mr. Alan Curse and Mr. Robert Boyd. So New Jersey state champion, Mr. Alan Curse in modified street sound quality, and California state champion sound quality modified street and street install, Mr. Robert Boyd. All right, so I think I got that fixed up now. I'm going to try to get my screen share off. So, all right, I'm back. No. What's going on, Mr. Thibodeau? How we doing this fine evening? All right, so we got that through there. So, state champions, congratulations. You'll be getting your state championship stuff in your bag if you're a registered competitor. If not, we'll have them at finals. Otherwise, well, I'm pretty sure the rule book says if your state doesn't have a state championship, then whoever has the best score with 25 points. I might not have yours in there yet, Steven. Do you got I might not have yours in there yet because you didn't have a state finals, so I'm going to have to actually figure yours out. So I don't have New Mexico. I don't have New Mexico in there yet either. So I apologize, New Mexico, but I'll have to figure that out. Oh, I know. Anyways, let's see what else we got left. October 4th is the deadline to register for finals, so get yourselves pre-registered. I think we're around 70-ish entries or so. So get yourselves registered. It's turning out to be a pretty good event coming at us. Sound quality finals is not this weekend, but next weekend. Sound pressures at the end of the month here. We're looking forward to both of them. And again, just to get y'all hyped up, you got your championship rings. We got those together. This one, I think, is last year's ring. Yep, that's 2023's ring. So we got 2023's ring. And then we got 2024's ring. So that's this year's rings. I really like how they came out. I like the colors on them. I know it's hard to see with my bright light, but shout out to the ring sponsors: Brandex, Chiare, Museway, Only Tents, your 2024 MECA ring sponsors. Shout out to those guys and gals. Yeah, it's pretty big. Next year we got to get 2-finger ones. But that's the ring for this year. I really like how they came out. Hopefully, you guys will like them when you see them. Let's see what else we got. Shirts are ordered. That's over with. We've already started making plaques. That's over with. If you still want to get a vendor booth, we got vendor space available for Sound Pressure Finals. October the 18th when we'll quit taking that. Um, let's see here. Club awards. We're getting ready to close voting on the club awards too. So make sure you get your votes casted for the club awards. We'll be closing that up here in the next few days also. So make sure you get your voting done for the club awards before the 5th. I'm going to stop that on October 4th as well so we can start getting those made. I think that handles that. So I'll show you guys the bag I showed you guys last week. I got a couple more things in here now though, but so again, just for those of you that might have missed it, especially my sound quality guys, when you get your bag from us here, you'll have a packet in something like this. And if you'll just leave this envelope under your wiper blade on your dash, so it's easy for the judges to see. That way it'll be easier for them to find you when it's your time to go and all that good stuff. So inside here is the score sheets. So whatever you registered for, your score sheets will be inside there. And you'll have this envelope there. Just place that where it's visible on your car. Like I said, especially for my SQ guys. All my guys that are coming to Sound Pressure Finals, I know we talked a little bit about doing a barbecue and pizza. So we're going to do barbecue Saturday night and then pizza on lunchtime Sunday. Every registered competitor will receive one of these bands if they're a Sound Pressure competitor, because we're doing this at the Sound Pressure venue. So the Sound Pressure competitors will receive one of these bands, and that's basically your food pass. If you have somebody with you, if you're bringing somebody or somebody just wants to, be able to eat or whatever, we'll be doing $20 for people that aren't registered competitors, and that'll include both days. If you're going to need to pay with Cash App or PayPal, it's going to be $25. You'll also find a koozie, a 2024 koozie, kind of ironic because it's a dry venue for Sound Pressure Finals anyways. Some stickers there. Shout out to Resilient Sounds, New Image, Brand X, Buseway, Chiare, Only Tints again, helping us out with the swag bag stuff. I think I showed you guys most of that last week. But the cool part is also, like I was telling you earlier, we'll have the state championship plaques in your bag. So this one's Mr. Brant Hudson's. So this is this year's state championship plaques. I think they came out pretty good. I really like them. I like the artwork this year. Shout out Selena for getting that together for us, and Shannon for in there drilling them out. So, make sure you thank them. They look pretty sweet. All right. All right, I'm catch up here a little bit on my chat. It looks like I'm not seeing a whole lot here. Let's see. Mr. Went. Will club awards be in our bags if we've gotten them? So, in the bags, registered competitors in the bags this year, I will. You'll find um, state champions and points champions, um, overall points champions, and the actual club awards. I will probably hand those out with the actual finals awards at Sound Quality. Man, I don't know. I I might put them in your bags. I might hand them out at the actual awards. But my plan was um, state champions, points champions will be in the bags, and then the club awards and like your overall points champions would be recognized in front of the club while we're all together. I just know that it gets a little bit tiring when we've got 100 or 200 awards to hand out, and we're in there calling names for 4 or 5 or 6 hours, and it's not just tiring for you guys, it's tiring for me too. But I don't know. I like to give everybody their recognition that they worked for, so that's part of that. But at the same time, I think it'll also make people happy to get out of there. So we're going to try it this way, at least this time, and maybe keep on doing it this way. But we'll just kind of see how it goes. But the actual club awards and the overall points champions will probably go out with your finals awards, and then for sound pressure finals, I'll be handing those out while we're eating barbecue Saturday night. If it won't fit in the bag, Mr. Allen, then we'll have it with us. So if it doesn't fit in your bag, we'll have it with us. Anytime, Mr. Went. I'm hoping so, Mr. Charlie. I think it'll be a good time. You should make it. All right, guys. Well, you guys got any other questions or anything for me this evening? I think I got to everything that I have. See if I got any messages or anything. All right. Doesn't look like it. Oh, I hear that, Charlie. Maybe next time, buddy. All right. All right. So let's see. First one here is I'm going to have a new web developer before I can incorporate anything else on the website, first of all. So that's the first battle. And then after that, technically right now, we really technically don't have a world record program other than, whatever gets done at World Finals is basically how it's set up right now. But I do plan on introducing something like that here in the near future. But a big part of that is going to be, when I can find the right person to start helping us with more development on the website. So it could be next year, it could be the year after, but it will happen. All right. So if you're not coming to finals, you can pick up your plaques at any of your local events. If you're not present at finals, then we will send the plaques home with your event directors, and then you can pick them up, from your event director in your state. Don't we all, Mr. Kramer? Don't we all? All right. Do we need to be on site Friday for sound quality setup? All right. Do we need to be on site on Friday for a SQ setup? So you don't have to be there to check in with us until the morning on Saturday, but I would recommend getting there Friday especially if you're leaving your car or anything like that, so that the guys they have in charge of that can help you get settled in. But if you don't plan on leaving your car or anything like that, I don't think it's necessary for MECA. You just need to be checked in before your first round of judging. All right. I think a lot of us could use more dollars. I'll be telling the guy upstairs to send some y'all's way. Tell him to send some mine. All right, guys. Well, 2024's regular year has come to an end. I don't know how, but it did. We got a little less than 2 weeks before sound quality finals, and a little less than 4 weeks before sound pressure finals. So all you guys get down to it. And congratulations to all the new state champions. Anybody that has any questions or has any trouble getting registered, please make sure you reach out to us. I guess I will go over that one more time. Just before we head out here, I'm going to share my screen again. So here we go. Back to our state champions, but I'm going to go to the home page here. And no, I want to go home. There we go. So when you're getting ready to register for finals, I'm still getting this a lot. So make sure you're logged in. If it doesn't say log out, then you're probably not logged in. Second, if you go into your profile, like your member menu, and go to your profile like this, mine's not going to have it because we don't have points or whatever. But just for example, you might see a link up here. That link is broken. That link is from last year. And when we remove it, it causes some problems. So if you're going into your profile and clicking the link, that's not going to work. So what you need to do is you need to be logged in and then go over here to where it says MECA Shop. Click that. When you get in here, you should see packages for finals. And this is where you can register for finals. So hopefully that might help some of you folks out. And again, if you have any problems getting registered, please reach out to me and we'll do what we can to get you taken care of. And I think you guys know the drill. Until next time, keep it loud and clear, MECA heads.